Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways, family, all your ways, and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms, in your own story. Because as you will see, the stories are getting absolutely crazy out there, family. Thanks to every single person that has subscribed to the channel. We appreciate, love you so much. Special shout out, as always, to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for supporting us. And if you'd like to support the channel and enable us to continue going, family, definitely consider joining us on Patreon. We do actually have a lot of exclusive, more shows there than we've actually released on this public platform. And the crazy thing is, I actually saw it with my own eyes. There are definitely games and algorithms that are set against our own people getting this, you know, the information out there. So make sure that you're liking, that you're sharing, not just my show, but anyone's show who's really trying to bring that consciousness and that information to our people. Family, there's so much going on. There's so much going on. I mean, if you blink, you just might miss it. And it looks like Kagame may have just played the divided kingdom at their own game. Kagame is playing chess now, family. He's upgraded from checkers, as most African politicians are doing. And, you know, he signed this very controversial deal, of course, with the divided kingdom, where they would be sending refugees to Rwanda, and where they would be processed. And there's a great article, by the way, you need to check out this. This is not even an advertisement, but I love their articles. theelephant.info. They write a lot. There's a lot of commentary and like deep, really well researched articles about us. Not even about Africa, not even an advertisement thing, but they go into detail. And maybe I'll do a separate show on this about some of the things that happened. So basically, in mid-April, I talked about it heavily on this show. Rwanda and Britain unveiled a pilot scheme in which, the divided kingdom will ship off asylum seekers who arrive in Britain illegally to Rwanda. And the total bill is 120 million pounds. But what they were saying is each person would basically, it's like 20 to 30,000 pounds per person. And I think recently Boris Johnson actually released a statement saying the first 50 would actually be sent there, first 50 asylum seekers would be sent to Rwanda for processing. But family, so they said, this will cover accommodation before departure, a seat on a chartered plane, and their first 3 months of accommodation in Rwanda. But what's happened now, family, is barely 2 weeks after signing this agreement, Kagame came out and literally low-key, shadily demanded that the divided kingdom send back 5 alleged genocide suspects that the divided kingdom has actually been protecting for the last, decade or so, and actually gave them asylum immediately after the genocide that took place in Rwanda. Let's say 2 decades that they've been harboring. Rwanda has been asking for the extradition of these 5 suspects for a long time. They've done investigations, they've approached the British courts, and every time the British courts said no, we're not going to do that. We have to protect them because they won't receive a fair trial in Rwanda. Well, it looks like now Kagame has actually got the divided kingdom by the kahunas, family. This is unprecedented. I wish he would use this political genius for his nation, and not just for his selfish needs, because we all know, and if you don't, if you don't, family, know, Kagame has been on a serious mission to take, to take out all these genocide survivors, or, hunt his quote-unquote enemies across the world. He's gone as far as, some say Dubai, allegedly. Some say he took out some generals in South Africa. And he has made it his mission to go, and it's all for his own personal reasons. He'll try and make you think it's for the nation of Rwanda and so that people can get justice. But if you look deeper, there's something there. And so what if Kagame actually signed this deal with the divided kingdom so that he could get his sworn enemies back on Rwandese soil. Because it's a bit harder to take them out in, the divided kingdom than it's been in South Africa. And already in South Africa, there was a lot of like rumbles and grumbles after the latest assassination of, I think it was a Rwandese general or something like that. So family, this is what Kagame said. He was basically speaking at a function where the British High Commissioner was also attending. And he said, it was basically an audience of diplomats in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda. And he said, that when the UK is sending us these immigrants, they should send us some people they have accommodated for over 15 years who committed crimes in Rwanda. And he went on to say, we sent case files to the divided kingdom and ... investigated. These are clear cases. Instead of being accommodated, they're in that beautiful place of the divided kingdom. They should be in jail either there or here. And so now there's also been a lot of whisper about what possible deals, what was the fine print in this deal between Rwanda and the divided kingdom? What concessions, and that's actually what's making the divided kingdom very uneasy, because they're now asking what kind of concessions have been made by the divided kingdom that may give Rwanda some wiggle room. Because if he's saying it in public, family, I bet in secret it appears somewhere. And of course, the divided kingdom released a statement saying that, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even want to read it, but they were basically saying, this cannot be discussed. Any matter on extradition with Rwanda are not part of our migration and economic development partnership, and to suggest otherwise would be completely wrong. This is an independent metropolitan police inquiry and would be inappropriate for us to comment further. They wish. The lion just fell over. They wish, family. Perfect timing for the wind to come through. And of course, we honor the spirit that travels in the winds, our ancestors that travel in the winds. And there is a change of winds. There is a change of, seasons that we are witnessing right now. Let me know what you think about this and this whole Kagame thing. Until next time, family. Tuko pamoja.